Alright, so me and Joey's back here at the river. We're gonna go get our game cameras. They've been out here for a long time, so hopefully nobody's messed with them. Alright, I'm gonna show a little of the scenery here and me and Joey going to the game cameras. While I go over a few things here. And then I'm gonna show you the footage, all the different game camera footage that I caught. Okay, so I keep saying that if you're doing Bigfoot research, you should be using game cameras. If you're not, you're missing out. You can collect a lot of data with game cameras. Things that happen during the daytime and at nighttime. You can catch the animals that are in the area, any human traffic in the area. You may catch other things like orbs, things like that. You might get lucky and catch something from a Bigfoot. A few people have. I know one of them personally, that Bigfoot Dave, when me and him were setting game cameras out, he's got something that he only shows people on his phone when you're around him, because he doesn't do YouTube. He doesn't have a YouTube channel or show things like that on the internet, but he'll show it to you if you're around him. Where he caught one of his cameras that we had set up, he caught one come around from behind the tree on this real small trail going through the swamp, and it reached his hand around him kind of to block the camera as it came around the camera, and you can see its hand, its arm, its back, and its back looks just like Patty, the back on Patty, the famous Patterson Gimlin Patty. The back looks just like it. So you can catch Bigfoot stuff on there on the game camera. So I always say, if you're not using the game camera in your research, you should be. It's going to give you a lot of information. Okay, so now I want to teach you a little bit about the game cameras, because many of the modern infrared game cameras, the IR, like the ones we use, have the infrared, the IR. They're designed for low light and night use, and they have been directly inspired by military infrared imaging systems. Alright, I'm going to show you some things here too. So the infrared technology has deep military roots. The early IR devices in World War II were rudimentary image converter tubes that amplified ambient light in the near infrared range. Alright, so these they were paired with covert IR illumination sources like searchlights to see in the darkness. So over time, military research led to more advanced systems, including forward-looking infrared, the FLIR cameras that detect heat signatures. So these systems are used on aircraft, ships, vehicles for night vision, target acquisition, and navigation at night. So today's infrared game cameras often adopt military-grade sensor designs, lens optics, and durability features. Okay, so also something that I learned a couple years back from finding the trackway. So he was Army like I was, and he was also combat engineer just like I was. But he served longer. He served a lot longer period than I did. But I learned this from him about the military IR systems being designed from the owl's eyesight for when they're hunting at night. So the military infrared The military infrared imaging systems have drawn design inspiration from the owl's exceptional night vision and thermal sensing abilities. Owls are among the most advanced nocturnal predators, capable of detecting prey in near total darkness through a combination of highly sensitive retinal receptors, large eyes, and their specialized feather structures that reduce light scattering and improve image quality. Alright, so I'm going to be interested in seeing what my game camera caught. So look, these trees right here in front of me were all dead looking. When I had that lit up, whatever that was, lit all that up right there. Now they're all green and growing. Because it looked like whatever that was targeting those trees right there. And I caught deer quite a few times moving around right here. Alright, so on this game camera here at this time, when I changed out the memory card and locked the camera back and had it sitting there, I actually had the camera up a little too high. It was mostly filming the trees, and when all the cold fronts were coming through and the wind and the rain, wasn't a lot of rain, but a little bit of rain, but mostly when it was getting real windy, I was mostly catching that, filming that with the camera, and not that much of actually down in the woods. There was a little bit where you can see some deer moving around. Also, with that, I'm showing also some of these so you can see the temperature change. We had the couple cold fronts that came through that got really cold here, colder than normal. Which, when I say really cold, I mean really cold for Florida. Because like right now, when you see these temperatures, a lot of y'all up north will be laughing at me when I said this was really cold. But for Florida, it was really cold. So I'll show you here, these turkey hunters saw my game camera, or at least one of them did here. And you can see one of the turkey hunters is on the other side of the river. But the one turkey hunter, he was messing with my camera trying to open it. This one turkey hunter, he was trying to open my camera. And he realized it had a padlock on it, so he couldn't open it. Because I use a cable lock to lock the camera to the tree. And then I use a little padlock to lock the camera so it can't be opened. So he was trying to, he was pulling on my game camera and trying to see if he could open it. He probably would have took the memory card out. And he would have been disappointed too, because it was just mainly at that point, up to that point, it was showing the trees and all the wind blowing the trees around. But with that turkey hunter pulling on my camera a little bit like he did, he actually set it into a better position. So after he did that, I got a lot of animals on here. Turkeys, hogs, deer, and then also you can see people on here too. I got human traffic coming through here. And this is on a trail where some people use, right on the edge of the river here. People walk down along through there to fish. So you'll see that's what's happening here. So I caught the cold fronts coming through. Then in April I caught people coming through in canoes and kayaks. And then mostly in May I caught people walking along the edge of the river here fishing. So I caught human traffic through here. So now we took and moved the cameras further in where there's no trails. And even up along the river, I went up and looked around at the river. There's no trail along the river there, so there's no human traffic up around where we got these cameras set now. Alright, so I'm doing some teaching here as I'm doing these videos, and adding in some tracking skills and things like that as I go here to show you the importance of the game cameras. Okay, so when I'm teaching about tracking, I've been saying to watch people, watch how they walk. So if you'll notice, this guy here, he's walking in the water so he can get his canoe through past the low spot. He has shoes on. Most people that walk in the water are going to have shoes on, so they don't cut their feet.
Well, hopefully it's not the same time with Karen and Carmine.
Not likely it's the same weekend. Hopefully it's not even the same year.
It's shallow on this side, guys. I go over there.
Spread it out over 2 years.
You got what?
Repeat, I'm cold.
Yes, you can.
Sit down so I stop walking the
Dad, look at that. That's your food.
The horse over there.
Yes, there's buckets everywhere.
Yeah.
I'm like, what's doing it?
Bunch of water beetles.
What's doing it?
Oh.
So you never know what you're going to catch on these game cameras. Sometimes it can be something funny.
Fish and wildlife. Yeah. If you're FHP, fuck you. Or FHP, Fish and Wildlife.
FHP. Man, they gonna trip and do me on ass using a dolphin, bro.
Oh God. What fishing, bro?
We will end up on Facebook. What is this guy?
Alright, so I'm going to start right here. This is one of the main reasons that I say you should be using a game camera in your research. So I'm going to start here by showing you this. This is the Florida wild turkeys. So the Florida turkey. So being a hunter and a tracker, I like to teach a little bit here. So when you're seeing an animal in your area on the game camera, you can get to know them, know what they are, what they feed on, what they eat, and what kind of habitat they're in. So the Florida wild turkey is called the Osceola. It's one of 5 subspecies of wild turkeys in North America. So we have the Osceola, and then there's the Merriam, the Gould, the Rio Grande, and the Eastern. So the Eastern turkeys are in North Florida, and the Osceola turkeys are in most of Florida, from North Florida all the way down. And you'll see they blend in really good. It's dark just like all the trees here. They can blend in really good. If they see a person coming, they can hide real easy right there where they're at. And when the person's gone, they'll just come right back up, right back out. I've seen them do it. So they feed on seeds, fruits, insects, small animals, things like that. They travel in flocks usually, except during some of the mating season, which is the spring turkey hunt. The Osceola turkey was named after Chief Osceola. He was a prominent leader of the Seminole Indian Nation, and the turkeys were named that in 1890. And the turkey tracks too here, as you're learning your animals. The turkey tracks, it has the center toe is straight, and then the other toe on the left and the right are at a 45-degree angle.
Yeah, that's where I caught the bass. And
It's here for a little minute.
That's where I hooked into the gator.
No, yeah.
Oh yeah, there was. Oh yeah, game cameras right there.
Oh heck yeah. Camera's game. Game camera.
Dude, is that a dog? Oh wait, no, that's a fish. No older than like
Ow!
maybe 20.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah. So basically, they can give a whole lot of information.
Alright, so now I'll cover the wild hogs. Our wild hog population in Florida has, since I was a kid, hunting as a kid, to now, the wild hog population has just exploded over the years. So there's estimated over 500,000 wild hogs. They're in all the counties of Florida, and they impact agriculture, natural ecosystems, everything you can think of. They tear up school grounds, golf courses, farmland. They get around houses and tear up people's flower beds and yards, and that can be very dangerous as well. Some of them can be territorial too. They were brought over here to hunt. They were brought over from Europe to hunt them, and they were also brought over by the Spanish in the 1500s as a food source. Okay, also with the game camera, so I slowed these down. You can see here some of these objects. You can see some objects are bugs. They go by quick, they disappear. Those are bugs. But you can see some of these objects are like I was showing in my recent video where I'm filming over my house. Some of these are a cylinder shape. There's no kind of wings on them. You can slow these down, take screenshots. There's no wings on these. And you can't see them with your eyes. And the IR light on the game camera is catching them. And you can see here some of the flight paths that they're taking. And you can see one here, it appears to go down and go into the water. It appears to went down and disappeared into the water in the river. So again, these are a cylinder shape with no wings, no kind of wings or nothing. And they don't appear to be very large. Alright, so now we have the deer here. So here in Florida we have the white-tailed deer. So a lot of people, most people already know that. But we have the white-tailed deer here in Florida. Or in some of the more northern states and the western states have mule deer and black-tailed deer, as well as the white-tailed deer. And then you get the gazelles, and on up north you get the elk and the moose, stuff like that. But here in Florida we just have the white-tailed deer, and then the key deer way down in the Keys.
I'll just crack the clam open, freaking use the meat, put it onto the hook. That's it. Take out the meat, put it on the hook, boom. Don't throw the clams in there.
Alright, so now we're back on some hogs here, so we'll continue with the hogs. So one good thing too about these game cameras is you can hear some of the sounds the animals make. So you can hear the hogs and what they sound like. There is a lot of hybrid hogs out there too, because feral hogs get loose and they mix in with the wild hogs. There's different ways that they try to control them, hunting them, trapping them, things like that, and that they still cannot control the population. So they eat and destroy almost everything. They have the their long canine teeth that most people call them tusks, and that helps with rooting up the soil, killing prey. They also use those in the when they're in the mating processes. The male hogs fight each other, and they have a really thick sides. Also, really thick because of their tusks. It helps keep them from being hit in the heart with the other hog's tusks. Also, the female hogs, they can start having babies when they're only 6 months old, and they can have 4 to 12 pigs per litter. Also, you want to start learning about the tracks too when you're seeing your animals like this. So the wild hog tracks are similar to deer tracks in some ways, and the best way to really learn them good is to actually get out there in the woods and find tracks and start learning the difference between the deer and the hog. But the experience in the woods is going to be the best way to teach you the difference in the tracks, because you can see tracks like this, like I'm showing you here, and this will help, but this is not always accurate. These are not always accurate. Actually getting out there and seeing what they look like on the ground, in the mud, in the sand, stuff like that, it'll really help you to learn. Because a lot of times the front of the toe can be rounded some, where most of the time the deer are more straight and narrow. But stuff like that will help you to learn. So also talking about food sources, and I've learned just through my research, being out there in the woods and tracking, the wild hogs are a major food source for the Bigfoot Sasquatch. They're a big major food source.
pretty close, I think.
Yeah, it's not far off.
Yeah, it's got the fuck up my tail.
Dude, this is like fun.
Oh yeah.
I didn't expect it to look like this.
It's right there. Hey Mom, you know how to tie levers on, right?
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to tie this on for Jalen, please? Give her a little crawl. So I'm gonna give her a little crawl while I tie mine on. Looks half-ass retarded, but it'll do. Smoking out here.
I slipped down there, Brayden. You can see my footprint.
Hold your hand.
Huh?
There's a pretty thick river makes me want to hold your hand.
I caught all of those big ones down there. Nothing?
You caught all the big ones?
All the ones that's big? I think that one was a fowl right now.
Huh?
Yeah.
You motherfucker, you.
No, but I think he was actually like 4 or 5.
Well, there ain't nothing down this way.
Neither?
No, this bitch is dead. But when I went around that bend right there, you know right there, that wide little shallow spot right there, I fucking 4 or 5 good ones about this big come swimming by me. I threw this motherfucker out there like 3 times, they just all swim by it like that one. I don't even know where these niggas are at. There's one little one right there. See him over there? That's the only one I've seen on this side. Right up underneath that,
Oh no.
No, it's behind you.
Look where they cut the thing in half.
No, it's right there.
Yeah, right there. Where the camera was, and somebody cut it off.
What do you mean? Oh.
Look.
Yeah. So they tied it with a shoestring?
They still got paper, huh? I don't even know what they did.
slowed this orb down on the bottom left here, and I saw eye shine up in the trees. So I went back to a couple of videos before during the night and looked, and I didn't see the eye shine. It's not there. So I did some screenshots there, and I also added the hogs in here because it looks like they're as big or bigger than the hogs are.
Stay over there so none of the fish get scared.
So how did it go? Pretties, how did it go?
So, everywhere you go, everywhere you look, you can write a book. Little trouble, little woman. I thought about like play things. Yeah. I like you can pop right on the curve. I got to get narrow right there. Yeah, you better go this way. We're gonna call this the narrow. Yeah, you gonna have to go that way. Yeah. We're gonna call this here the narrow.
I bet one day, you fuck around in a minute, motherfucker, get split by a crop.
Well, I bet that scared me.
Yeah, if you hit that big cut power so steady, hey, that's three big, pretty good bass. And then way up here now. Yeah, that's up kind of so. If he's split, they're probably scared. Huh? If he's split, they're probably scared. That was a good fish, hey, most especially a season, dude. But no, if you hit that motherfucker with power, don't know he's there. That's some bitch hit the power, he kicked shit out of him. It was like stepping on one or anything. Oh yeah. You don't know that fish fall out. Well, sometimes they catch them. I ain't never had one picked up. Most of the time they fall out. But you scared him as bad as he scared you. No, I ain't never, them damn glasses never helped me up. Huh? Them damn glasses never helped me like I say you don't work with. No, I don't know what the glasses is. I guess they do help sometimes. I love it. It looks like people. Bigger than life. You and Jerry wasn't good, motherfucker. It's right, that's right. Hey, it's getting harder now, Jeff. Get him, Sally. Get him, Sally. Is it? Hell yeah. Hell yeah. You gonna keep him? I don't know if I got a rope though. I don't know if I got anything to put him on there. Ooh, that was light. Oh, you're on the other side. Mine's blocking the wind. Oh. Wait, I get in front. What the fuck is this up? Oh, you're not? You don't have dry socks, I have dry socks. Big. Bring it back there. Hey, I bet he won't let me over there. I better get back out here right here. Someone got my face off again. And that'd be a log like them damn locker boys be wanting to get. Huh? That'd be a log like them fucking locker boys be wanting to get.
Wait, this is the spot. Your
Oh, look at the bird.
This is fuck, falling apart. You can stuck over there. And there. And over there.
What?
Your line. We're gonna. Guys, this is so fun.
Yeah.
I love coming out here.
Yeah, I see. So you talking about this man?
There he is.
There he is.
That's the one I was after.
That's the one that I just got off mine.
Look at that nice motherfucker right there, son.
I'm telling you, that's what I
Look.
just lost.
That's a nice fish right there. But they get 5 times bigger. I caught them out here 5 times bigger. But they're nice fish for this time of year. come up with me during after it, or right before Easter. Telling you got to walk fast, but be real quiet. And you'll sort of see the bed. You got to throw your put your shit in, lock them in. Damn it. No, I fucking just missed that motherfucker. He was big too. But he got locked. Huh? Back hurt?
Last week or whatever, fucked my pump. Then I was fucked there for about 4 days. I could hardly move. I'm talking about couldn't hardly move. Huh? So you're fishing on credit.
Yo, I found some worms. I found some worms. Yo. Was I really walking that fast?
It's not that you're walking fast, you're walking hard. Bro, you just, bro, you listen and wait for Jalen.
It does not work, this thing. Wait, be careful, because this bitch open, bro. So you gotta hold it on the bird. Right here. Yo! She's just coughing, yo. Hold on to it. Now. What if there is a trail in there? There's like very little. I mean, there could be. Damn, that shit landed straight in my shoes. Fuck, where did it just go? Where the fuck did it just go? All the way back down? Are you dead ass? I didn't even see it. Hopefully. Might.
Did we already have those, or were those left here?
Those were left.
Those were left. Oh, I think those are the worms we got yesterday, because we got those.
Oh, where'd y'all get them?
Walmart.
Where's, nigga, why didn't we just
Zephyr
go?
Hills.
Oh yeah. Y'all had time to prepare. I mean, so did we, but we just kind of dipped.
There's like off right there. But there's a lot of bass right here, dude. In between that crack right there. No diddy. There's like hella bass. I just figured to throw that worm up in there.
You know yours ready.
Hmm?
It's ready for you.
Okay. Here, this rod's ready for one of y'all. Alright.
But do you want to burn the other line off? Here, let me. Wait. Is it mine?
No, I'm gonna do a power more on it.
Wait, let me burn that line off. It should go. This up. Yeah, let me set this video over here like that. Like that. Some of that.
Yo, you see those like in between those rocks? Look at that bass. Look at that bass right there.
Holy shit.
He's probably hungry.
I thought Jalen was fishing.
They land on the rock.
Oh, there's two golf.
Over there.
Stop it.
reason I like fucking with guards is to give a good fight. Oh, he's about to look. Yep. Let him bite it.
Yeah.
Oh. Hey, you know the easiest thing to catch a gar on, bro?
What?
Tie a piece of rope to the end of your line and throw it on top of the water and let them sit there and eat the rope. It gets caught in their teeth. I did that right at the cliff and caught like a 3-foot gar. Like, let it sit there. We'll come back to it.
Whoever fished with it in salt water. Alright, y'all, come on.
Oh, this thing is saucy.
So also right here, if you'll watch these two guys when they come up out of the water here, they're walking in the water barefoot. But watch how they walk. And they don't walk around in the woods. You can tell they don't walk around in the woods. And when they're on this side, they're walking on the trail. So they're not walking barefoot up around all the woods and stuff. But watch how they walk. Watch their feet. See how close their feet are together. And when they step, they have the staggered step. And their feet are really close together when they're walking. That's the way normal humans walk. So pay attention and watch people when they walk. And then when you find tracks and footprints, you'll be able to compare and have a better understanding.
There's a gar.
That?
There's another gar right here.
And there's another one right there. Oh, don't do that. Go. Go. Oh, I had it. I touched it. Where?
Alright, come on in the worm. Pick up. got 10 more minutes, boy.
Huh?
10 more minutes.
Can you pass it over here?
This fish over here, you can't touch me? Right here where my worm is at. Where my worm is at, where my worm is at.
What?
Right
Oh
there.
yeah, there's a bat.
Come on.
There's another fish over there. Oh, look at him going. Look at him. Yeah, I'm smart. I'm good.
Nice. Got it?
I'm something like this. Got it.
What? Couldn't see.
Boom chaka-lacha. Look at boom chaka.
Okay, so on June 3rd, this is the very last video, the one that you just saw. This is the very last video on the game camera, because there's two more. On June 5th, there's two more here, but they won't play. They both say corrupt. So whatever that was that caused it to go off, the motion sensor to go off, whatever that is, they won't play. So that's it, that's the end.